We have been talking about stablecoins all year long, and it's no secret they are becoming a legitimate piece of the global financial system. But what if I told you that this shift isn't just about a new type of crypto? It's the key to a much larger story. The story of how Ripple, XRP, and the XRP ledger are becoming a foundational piece of this new financial system. What's even more revealing is that the highest levels of government are now not only confirming this, but actively championing it. Stay with me, because the statements from this administration have just exposed the truth that XRP holders have known for years. The financial world is not just changing. It's transforming in ways that are faster, sharper, and far more disruptive than most people realize. And at the very heart of this transformation, stablecoins. This isn't just a crypto experiment. It's not another DeFi fad that will come and go. Stablecoins are becoming the plumbing of the next-generation financial system. They are the bridge between the old world of dollars, euros, yen, and the new world of blockchain, instant settlement, and borderless money. Think about this. For years, the biggest criticism of crypto was volatility. You can't use Bitcoin to buy coffee. You can't use Ethereum to pay salaries. That's where stablecoins come in. They solve volatility while keeping all the benefits of crypto. 24/7 settlement, global reach, and programmable money. And the numbers back it up. According to leading financial reports, including research from Kirok and Bitso, stablecoins are on track to dominate a huge portion of global finance. Their bullish scenario? A $3 trillion stablecoin market by 2030. To put that in perspective, today, stablecoins represent barely 1% of the global M2 money supply. That means this isn't just growth. It's a potential explosion, a tenfold reshaping of how liquidity flows across borders. And here's the critical detail. The traditional financial world knows it. They can't ignore it anymore. Look at Citi. One of the largest banks on earth is actively building custody services and payment rails for stablecoins. This is not retail hype. This is Wall Street quietly admitting, if we don't adapt, we'll get left behind. David Schwartz, Ripple's CTO, captured this moment perfectly. Blockchain is no longer seen as experimental. It's seen as core infrastructure. That means the same way SWIFT and clearinghouses underpin global finance for decades, blockchains, and the stablecoins built on them, are about to take over that role. This is exactly why Ripple's strategy is so important. While other projects are still chasing hype cycles, Ripple has been laser-focused for more than a decade on one thing: institutional adoption. Their upcoming stablecoin, Roust, is not just another coin entering the market. It's the culmination of years of regulatory work, banking partnerships, and enterprise integrations. The difference here is simple but crucial: trust. Anyone can spin up a stablecoin contract, but can they convince banks, governments, and Fortune 500 companies to use it at scale? Ripple can. Their track record, from working with central banks on CBDC pilots to building payment corridors across Asia, Africa, and Latin America, gives them credibility no meme token can replicate. So, when we talk about this stablecoin revolution, it's not just about numbers on a chart. It's about a tectonic shift in financial architecture. From speculative assets to settlement infrastructure. From retail hype to institutional dominance. And Ripple, with XRP at its core, is positioning itself to be one of the biggest winners of this transformation. Because here's the truth. Money is no longer just moving, it's evolving. And those who understand the speed of this shift will be the ones holding the keys to the next era of global finance. The XRP ledger, XRPL, wasn't built for a fleeting trend or a short-term pump. It was designed from the ground up by its original architects, including David Schwartz, to be a foundational piece of the world's financial plumbing. While many of today's projects are still in their infancy, the XRPL has been battle-tested, updated, and refined for well over 13 years, giving it a level of reliability and security that is unmatched by most competitors. This long, proven history is a crucial factor for major financial institutions that prioritize stability and risk management above all else. They aren't looking for the newest shiny object. They're looking for a system that has demonstrated resilience and has been vetted by years of real-world operation. What makes the XRPL so unique and attractive to large institutions? It's not just a decentralized ledger. It's a meticulously engineered system for moving value. Unlike the high and often unpredictable gas fees on networks like Ethereum, the XRPL operates with fees that are consistently low, just fractions of a cent, $0.0002 to be exact. These fees are not paid to miners or stackers. They are burned, creating a deflationary pressure on the XRP token itself. This elegant design choice ensures that the network remains fast and efficient, even under heavy load, because it makes spam and denial-of-service attacks prohibitively expensive. In a high-stakes financial environment where transactions run into the millions, predictable and negligible costs are a non-negotiable requirement. Furthermore, the XRPL's core design as a public and permissionless network gives it unparalleled adaptability. While it's open for anyone to use, it also offers optional permission features for regulated use cases. This hybrid approach is a critical advantage, allowing financial institutions to build on a decentralized foundation while maintaining the control and compliance they require. As David Schwartz has pointed out, the XRPL's ability to be both open and compliant positions it perfectly to serve as the critical infrastructure that connects assets, markets, and participants seamlessly across borders. This is a crucial distinction that allows Ripple to bridge the gap between the decentralized world of crypto and the highly regulated world of traditional finance. The XRPL's consensus protocol is another key differentiator. Unlike the energy-intensive proof-of-work, POW, used by Bitcoin or the proof-of-stake, POS, used by Ethereum, the XRPL reaches consensus in just 3 to 5 seconds. This near-instant finality is a non-negotiable requirement for real-world financial applications like cross-border payments and settlements. A financial institution cannot afford to wait 10 minutes or more for a transaction to be finalized. The fact that many newer chains are beginning to adopt similar design choices, such as deterministic finality, is a testament to the forward-thinking architecture of the XRPL. It proves that what Ripple has been building for over a decade is not just viable, but a blueprint for the future of financial applications. This is why we say Ripple is not just a participant. It's the original architect of a new financial system. The groundwork has been laid, the system has been proven, and now the world is finally taking notice. For years, cryptocurrency was dismissed as a fringe experiment, something only talked about in back rooms at blockchain conferences or online forums filled with retail traders and tech enthusiasts. But look around today. That same conversation has now moved into the highest levels of power. What was once niche is now mainstream, and governments, presidents, and policymakers are openly admitting what XRP holders have been shouting for a decade. The traditional financial system is broken, and blockchain is the inevitable fix. This isn't theory anymore. It's now political policy. Take President Trump's latest stance. He's not just using crypto as a campaign buzzword or pandering to voters. He's declared his intent to make the United States the crypto capital of the world. And when he talks about this, he's not talking about memes or speculative pumps. He's talking about a complete overhaul of the ancient, outdated payment infrastructure that still underpins the global economy. Think about it. The U.S. financial system is the backbone of global commerce, yet it still runs on rails built decades ago. Payments take days to settle. Wire transfers are limited to bankers' hours. Remittances across borders cost families billions in fees every year. That's not just inefficient, it's a structural flaw in the system. When Trump says America needs a 21st century upgrade powered by state-of-the-art crypto technology, he is describing the exact problem that Ripple and the XRP ledger were designed to solve. Instant settlement, borderless movement of value, low-cost transactions. This isn't about theory, it's about execution. And Ripple has been building toward this moment for over a decade. And it's not just Trump. Eric Trump has gone even further, bluntly calling out how broken the current banking system really is. He's painted the picture most of us already know too well. A financial network that works only 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, while the rest of the world is operating 24/7. He points out how wire transfers crawl, how inefficiency bleeds money, and how innovation is being stifled by clinging to outdated methods. His message is simple. Crypto is not a side hustle. It's the fastest-growing industry on Earth. And from the Middle East to South America, entire nations are running toward cryptocurrency at full speed. This shift in political rhetoric isn't just noise. It's validation. Everything Ripple has been building, compliance-first infrastructure, partnerships with regulators, solutions tailored for banks and governments, is suddenly in the spotlight. And here's the part most people miss. This wasn't an accident. Ripple has been quietly positioning itself for this exact moment. Long before this administration took office, Ripple was already engaging with regulators, testifying in hearings, and sitting at the same tables as policy leaders. In April 2024, Ripple executives, alongside Stellar, were photographed sitting shoulder to shoulder with the U.S. Department of the Treasury, discussing central bank money, stablecoins, and the future of tokenization. That's not a crypto startup fighting regulators. That's a company trusted to help design the next generation of financial infrastructure. So when political leaders talk about upgrading America's financial system with crypto, Ripple is not on the outside looking in. Ripple is at the center of the conversation. It's a seat they've earned after a decade of grinding through lawsuits, partnerships, and building technology that works in the real world. The stage is being set for something historic, a collaboration between the public and private sectors that could finally modernize the financial system at scale. And if you trace the lines of influence, adoption, and policy, you'll notice one thing very clearly. Those lines all keep pointing back to Ripple. The inevitable conclusion the XRP truth revealed. This all leads us to an inevitable conclusion, a truth that has been hiding in plain sight for years, a truth that the latest political discussions have finally brought to the forefront. Ripple, XRP, the XRP ledger, and the new Rouse stablecoin do not form just a collection of crypto assets, but a complete technology stack designed to revolutionize the very foundation of global finance. This isn't about one token. It's about an entire ecosystem built for utility, speed, and institutional-grade reliability. For years, the XRP community has endured a constant barrage of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. We've heard it all. XRP is centralized. Ripple controls the supply. It's not a real crypto. This sustained campaign of misinformation, amplified by rivals and often fueled by an expensive legal battle, was not a coincidence. It was, in my opinion, a strategic effort to suppress a technology that was a direct and existential threat to the old guard of finance and to other crypto projects. They understood that if Ripple and the XRPL were allowed to operate freely, they would quickly disrupt the slow, costly, and inefficient financial system that benefits the very entities that propagated this FUD. The immense amount of hate and FUD is, in fact, a testament to the power of this stack. The more they tried to bury it, the more resilient the community and the technology became. Some people are acutely aware of just how big this will be, potentially even bigger than Bitcoin. The Bitcoin maximalists, who once dismissed XRP as a banker's coin, are now seething at the thought of it succeeding because it represents a viable, superior alternative for institutional finance. The ongoing battle for market dominance is a sign that this is not a collaborative space, but a fierce competition for a zero-sum game, and XRP's quiet, relentless progress is a win for its holders and a clear sign of what is to come. Ripple's long history of strategic partnerships with global institutions, its proven technology, and the growing political support for its underlying principles all point to one thing. Ripple, XRP, and its entire stack will become a much bigger piece of not just the U.S. financial system, but the global financial system. Ripple has already secured a major payments institution, MPI, license in Singapore and has expanded operations into the Middle East and Europe, demonstrating its global reach and commitment to regulatory compliance. From on-demand liquidity, ODL, for cross-border payments to projects tokenizing real estate on the XRPL, Ripple is building a new financial reality. The groundwork has been laid, the system has been proven, and the world is finally taking notice. The truth that XRP holders have known for years has just been publicly validated by those who have the power to make it a reality. So, here's the truth. The crypto tent is only getting bigger, and the discussions from leaders around the world are a clear validation of everything we've been saying. This is not just a speculative market. This is a foundational shift in how the world will handle money. The old system is broken, and Ripple has been building the fix for over a decade. The truth is out. The foundation has been laid. The political will is now aligning with the technological solution. The question is, what will you do with this information? Will you sit on the sidelines and watch as this historic transition unfolds? Or will you position yourself to be a part of it? The time for sitting back is over. The moment is here. If you believe, as I do, that XRP is more than just a crypto project, that it is a key piece of the future financial system, then I have a simple call to action for you. Don't just watch this video and move on. Do your own research. Take action. First, if you found this information valuable, smash the like button so that YouTube's algorithm knows to show this content to more people who need to understand the real story. Second, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive into this evolving space. We are committed to bringing you the truth, not the hype. Finally, share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. The more people who understand the real utility of projects like Ripple and the XRPL, the faster this financial revolution will become a reality. When the history books are written about this new financial era, you'll want to be able to say you were here, understanding the truth before the rest of the world caught on. Don't get left behind.